You may be startled to discover that reheating certain types of food can insidiously undermine your health, particularly as you advance in age. It can impair digestion, heighten inflammation, and even subtly affect your memory and balance without you being aware. These risks are substantiated by research and reputable journals such as the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, which focus on how specific reheated foods impact the health of seniors over time. At first glance, reheating leftovers might appear harmless. However, when some common foods are reheated, they lose their nutritional value or transform into substances that can silently strain your heart, disrupt blood sugar levels, or put stress on your joints' key systems that are crucial for maintaining strength and independence after the age of 65. In this article, you will uncover 3 foods that seniors should never reheat, and 3 that actually become more nutritious when reheated properly. Stay with me until the end, as I will reveal an everyday food that seems safe but could be gradually damaging your body with each subsequent serving. Let's start with the foods that are beneficial to reheat, because when done correctly, they can support your daily energy levels, enhance your memory, and improve your mobility. Before we proceed, if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss another health tip tailored just for you. If you find this video helpful, please leave a comment with the number 1. If not, type 0 and let me know how I can create better content for you. 3 foods that seniors should reheat to maximize their nutritional benefits. 1. Oatmeal. A comforting nourishment for the mind and gut. For seniors entering their golden years, mornings often hold a serene power, a moment to start anew with gentleness and purpose. Few foods embody this spirit better than a warm bowl of oatmeal. What many don't know is that reheating oatmeal doesn't diminish its value. Instead, it can enhance its benefits, especially for aging bodies that need nourishment without excessive burden. When oats are cooked and then cooled, a remarkable transformation occurs. The starches change their structure, forming resistant starch, a type of carbohydrate that resists digestion in the small intestine. When reheated, these resistant starches remain intact and nourish the beneficial bacteria in the gut, aiding digestion, improving blood sugar control, and reducing inflammation throughout the body. This isn't just scientific theory, it's highly practical for those over 65. As we age, digestion tends to slow down, and blood sugar levels become more unstable. Reheated oatmeal provides a steady, low glycemic energy source that won't cause a sudden spike in blood sugar. Instead, it releases energy gradually, keeping you feeling full for longer and helping to stabilize your mood and focus. But the advantages go even further. Oatmeal contains beta-glucan, a soluble fiber known to promote heart health by lowering LDL bad cholesterol. For seniors at risk of cardiovascular problems, making reheated oatmeal a daily habit is a simple yet effective preventive measure. Unlike many sugary or fatty breakfast options, oatmeal is naturally mild, easy to digest, and can be customized in countless ways. Adding a dash of cinnamon, some chopped walnuts, or fresh blueberries not only enhances the flavor but also provides powerful antioxidants that protect against cellular aging. The warmth of reheated oatmeal also offers emotional comfort. It's easy on the stomach and provides a sense of grounding on cold mornings or when you're feeling low on energy. It's more than just food, it's a gentle act of self-care, a reminder that even small daily rituals can contribute to a healthier day and a better life. However, while oatmeal is beneficial when reheated, not all warmed-up meals offer the same advantages. Some foods that seem comforting can turn harmful when reheated, disrupting not only digestion but also affecting your joints, nerves, and long-term vitality. So, what's the next best dish to reheat? One that can boost your immune system and strengthen your bones with every spoonful. The answer might already be in your fridge, waiting to be transformed into a healing and nourishing meal. If you're still watching and finding these insights useful, please leave a comment with the number 1 to let me know you're following along. Now, let's move on to the second point. 2. Vegetable soup, a gentle remedy for joints, immunity, and the soul. In the quiet late afternoons, when the body starts to feel the effects of aging and the soft light filters through the windows, there's something incredibly healing about a warm bowl of vegetable soup. It's not just comfort food, it's a tradition passed down through generations. For seniors, especially those dealing with the challenges of aging bodies, Reheating vegetable soup isn't just convenient, it's a way to restore vitality and provide nutrients that become more concentrated and potent over time. Unlike many processed foods, homemade vegetable soup actually becomes more nutritious the next day. Why? When hearty vegetables like carrots, celery, onions, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes are slowly simmered and then left to rest, their cell walls break down, releasing minerals and plant compounds that weren't fully accessible during the initial cooking. When reheated, the broth becomes a rich source of antioxidants, phytonutrients, and hydration elements that are particularly essential for seniors. As the immune system weakens with age, the body becomes more susceptible to inflammation, respiratory infections, and joint stiffness. But a well-reheated vegetable soup, especially one with added garlic, turmeric, or parsley, acts as a soothing shield. The warmth promotes blood circulation, gently expanding blood vessels and warming cold hands and feet, while the anti-inflammatory compounds start to work their magic, calming the body from within. For seniors who often struggle with a reduced appetite, soup is an ideal meal. It's easy to digest and doesn't overwhelm the senses. Its smooth texture and warmth provide nourishment without requiring much effort, helping to maintain strength, hydration, and nutrient intake, especially on days when eating seems like a chore. There's also an emotional aspect to consider. A pot of soup made with care and reheated with intention holds memories of past family gatherings, of simpler times when food was more than just sustenance. Every spoonful is a return to a familiar and comforting place, a moment to pause and take care of oneself. For those with high blood pressure, arthritis, or digestive issues, soup offers a way to incorporate healing herbs and nutrient-dense vegetables without using harsh spices or heavy fats. It's a form of nourishment that adapts to the body's changing needs, gentle, warm, and forgiving. But what if I told you that the simple grain beside your soup could be quietly strengthening your bones and supporting your heart, especially when reheated correctly? The next food is often overlooked by many seniors, but when reheated properly, it can become a powerful ally in the battle against frailty. 3. Brown rice, a silent foundation for strength, heart health, and longevity. There's a certain wisdom in simple foods, quiet, reassuring, and reliable. Among them, brown rice stands unassumingly, often overshadowed by more vibrant dishes. Yet for seniors, this unpretentious grain, when gently reheated, can offer far more than just flavor. It provides the building blocks for a healthy body, stability, and sustained energy that supports every heartbeat, every step, and every aspect of independent living. Unlike white rice, brown rice retains its bran and germ layers, which are rich sources of fiber, B vitamins, magnesium, and selenium, nutrients that the aging body desperately needs. When freshly cooked and then cooled, brown rice develops resistant starch, similar to oatmeal. The real benefit comes when you reheat it properly, either by gently steaming it or warming it with a little water. These complex carbohydrates become easy to digest, releasing energy slowly and steadily without overburdening the pancreas or causing blood sugar spikes. For seniors managing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, or digestive problems, this is a significant advantage. Reheated brown rice helps maintain consistent energy levels throughout the day, preventing the energy crashes and fatigue that can spoil daily activities. It also supports the gut microbiome, feeding the beneficial bacteria that regulate immunity, mood, and inflammation. Magnesium, which is often lacking in older adults, is abundant in brown rice and plays a crucial role in nerve function, blood pressure regulation, and muscle relaxation, especially important at night when leg cramps and restlessness can disrupt sleep. Each warm serving of reheated brown rice is more than just a meal. It's a way to soothe, stabilize, and strengthen the aging body from the inside out. And then there's the emotional connection to rice, the memories of family dinners, the comforting smell, and the sense of familiarity. Reheating leftover rice isn't just about convenience, it's a return to a comforting routine, a small act of self-care that reminds the body that it is still strong, still growing, and still cared for. The best part is that brown rice is incredibly versatile in the senior kitchen. You can mix it with tender vegetables, lentils, or a drizzle of olive oil to create a nutritious dish that's easy to chew, digest, and enjoy. For those who find meal preparation challenging, it becomes a reliable and adaptable staple, both a practical and symbolic foundation for healthy aging. But while brown rice is beneficial when reheated, not all reheated foods have the same positive effects. In fact, some favorite dishes, when reheated, can actually harm the very organs they once seemed to comfort. What if the next dish you microwave is secretly damaging your heart, nerves, and even your memory? What you're about to learn may completely change the way you think about leftovers. 3 foods that seniors should never reheat. 1. Cooked mushrooms, the hidden peril beneath the surface. Mushrooms have an earthy, nourishing quality that connects us to nature and provides a sense of grounding. For many seniors, mushrooms seem like a healthy choice, low in fat, high in antioxidants, and easy on the stomach when freshly cooked. However, there's a lesser-known truth lurking beneath their soft texture. Reheating cooked mushrooms can subtly turn a healthy meal into a health risk, especially as the body becomes more sensitive with age. Mushrooms are rich in complex proteins and amino acids, which are beneficial when fresh but are also delicate and easily altered by heat. When mushrooms are first cooked, the proteins undergo changes that make them more digestible, but when they are cooled and then reheated, the proteins can denature again, transforming into compounds that the body may struggle to process efficiently. In younger individuals, this might go unnoticed, but for older adults with weaker digestive enzymes and more sensitive guts, it can lead to discomfort, bloating, and even nausea. The real danger lies in the potential for harmful bacteria to grow. Improper storage or reheating at low temperatures can allow bacteria like Clostridium botulinum or Listeria to multiply, especially in mushrooms that have been cooked in butter or oil and left at room temperature for too long. These bacteria don't always cause obvious symptoms immediately, but they can start to silently disrupt the digestive system or even affect the nervous system. In vulnerable seniors, the consequences of this seemingly minor mistake may not be immediate pain or illness, but rather a gradual decline in health. It could manifest as persistent fatigue, chronic indigestion, or simply feeling unwell when you should be feeling at ease. It might even weaken the immune system at a time when every bit of strength is crucial. Moreover, mushrooms lose a significant amount of their nutritional value when reheated. The antioxidants that once protected the immune system break down, offering little defense against the inflammation and oxidative stress that increase with age. You're left with food that tastes familiar but no longer provides the same health benefits. Reheating mushrooms may seem like a convenient habit, but for seniors who want to protect their health, memory, and mobility, it's a habit that should be avoided. Enjoy mushrooms fresh at their best, rather than as leftovers that could pose a risk. But what about another common kitchen favorite? Something colorful and seemingly harmless. What if one ordinary vegetable could be causing silent inflammation in your joints and affecting your balance? The answer might surprise you. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please leave a comment with the number 1 to let me know you're still with me. Now, let's move on to the second point. 2. Eggs. The silent transformation from nourishment to harm. Eggs are often regarded as one of the most nutritious and complete foods we can eat. They symbolize simplicity, balance, and nourishment, and have been a staple on breakfast tables for generations. For seniors, eggs provide high-quality protein and essential nutrients like choline and vitamin D, which are vital for brain health and bone strength. However, there's a little-known fact. When eggs are reheated, their nature changes, and not for the better. When eggs are cooked for the first time, they are safe, easy to digest, and highly nutritious. But once they are cooled and stored, even overnight, the proteins in eggs start to change in ways that can be difficult for the aging digestive system to handle. Reheating cooked eggs, especially in a microwave or a hot pan, causes the proteins to harden and restructure, making them more difficult to digest and more likely to cause bloating, discomfort, or indigestion in older adults. More worryingly, reheating eggs can lead to the formation of harmful compounds. When eggs, especially those cooked with oil such as fried or scrambled eggs, are reheated, the fats and cholesterol can oxidize, creating substances that contribute to inflammation and damage to the arteries. These aren't just theoretical risks, they are real biological threats, especially for seniors who already have high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or heart disease. The consequences aren't always immediate. You might feel a bit queasy for the rest of the day, experience a lack of energy, or have trouble concentrating. Over time, these effects accumulate: a weakened digestive system, low-grade inflammation, and rising cholesterol levels. all stemming from the seemingly harmless habit of reheating yesterday's eggs. It's a small action that appears innocent, but for an aging body that needs gentle care, reheating eggs becomes an unnecessary strain. The nutrients that were meant to protect your brain and strengthen your muscles can end up working against you if eggs aren't handled properly. After cooking, it's best to enjoy eggs fresh, whether boiled or poached. They offer great benefits when eaten right away. Resist the temptation to save them for later, as what seems like a convenient choice can gradually erode your vitality with each meal. But eggs aren't the only comfort food with hidden risks. There's one more item, perhaps the most beloved in American kitchens, that poses an even greater danger when reheated. Soft, warm, and familiar, it may feel like a comforting memory, but beneath its appealing exterior lies a metabolic trap that can weaken your legs, slow your heart, and cloud your mind. You'll want to know the truth before your next bite. 3. White potatoes, the comfort that betrays silently. For many older adults, white potatoes evoke warm memories of family dinners, weekend get-togethers, and holiday feasts, especially when served as creamy mashed potatoes. They are soft, familiar, and deeply ingrained in American culinary traditions. However, for seniors who want to protect their heart health, circulation, and balance, reheating white potatoes can turn this beloved comfort food into a hidden threat. White potatoes, when freshly cooked, already have a high glycemic index, meaning they quickly break down into sugars and cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. But when they are cooked, cooled, and then reheated, especially with butter, oil, or cream, their starch structure changes. Instead of being beneficial, this transformation can worsen insulin resistance and trigger inflammatory responses that affect blood vessels, nerves, and even the brain. What makes this even more dangerous for seniors is that as we age, the body becomes less sensitive to blood sugar fluctuations. Reheated potatoes can cause post-meal fatigue, numbness in the legs and feet, and contribute to chronic inflammation, which has been linked to various health issues, from joint stiffness to cognitive decline. Many seniors also reheat potato dishes in plastic containers, unaware that the high heat can release harmful chemicals like bisphenol A BPA into the food. These chemicals are known to disrupt hormonal balance and affect heart health. The result is that a plate of seemingly innocent leftovers may be doing more harm than good. The consequences are subtle but serious. You might feel more tired after lunch without realizing that your reheated potatoes are the cause of your energy crash. You could notice more stiffness in your knees or a tingling sensation in your feet and attribute it to aging, not realizing that the root cause is on your plate. Over time, these small daily effects add to poor circulation, increased blood pressure, weakened muscle control, and a slower recovery from illness or injury. What's more disappointing is that white potatoes offer little in the way of protective nutrients. Unlike sweet potatoes or other colorful root vegetables, they lack the antioxidants that could mitigate their negative effects. They fill the stomach, but they don't truly nourish the body. They satisfy the taste buds, but they silently put stress on the very systems that seniors need to protect. Warmth and tradition are wonderful, but as we age, we need to distinguish between emotional comfort and nutritional safety. Make wise choices. Let white potatoes be a part of your past memories rather than a part of your present diet for better health. Now, as we think about these hidden dangers in our leftovers, a broader truth becomes clear. Not everything in the fridge deserves a second chance at being reheated. So, how can seniors make smarter food choices to regain their vitality and independence? The answer starts not with fear but with small, mindful steps towards greater awareness. Every meal is an opportunity to make a choice that respects your health. As we grow older, the decisions we make at mealtime become increasingly important. Reheating food may seem like a simple, everyday activity, but for seniors, it can have a significant impact on their health, energy levels, and ability to live independently. Knowing which foods to avoid reheating and which ones can actually improve your well-being when reheated properly is more than just nutritional advice. It's a form of self-respect. The reality is that aging gracefully doesn't require drastic changes. It comes from making consistent, small decisions, such as how we handle our leftovers, how we support our digestion, and how we protect the health of our heart, brain, and muscles with each meal. When you reheat the right foods, like warm oatmeal, nourishing vegetable soup, or brown rice, you're not just satisfying your hunger, You're sending a message to your body that you care about it and that you choose to live a healthy life. And when you give up habits that are no longer beneficial, like reheating eggs, mushrooms, or white potatoes, you take a step towards freedom from discomfort, fatigue, and avoidable health problems that can often rob the later years of their joy. The price of convenience can be subtle but long-lasting, but the rewards of being informed are even greater: better digestion, stronger mobility, clearer thinking, and, perhaps most importantly, a sense of control over your own health, regardless of your age. So, the next time you open your fridge, remember that not everything should be reheated. Choose foods that nourish your body, reheat with purpose, and embrace this stage of life with the wisdom that comes from making informed choices, not impulsive ones, because in the end, every warm meal is not just a source